Hello. We got a hotel. Hot exclusive. We got a hotel. Ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty dope too. We've been in a number of hotels. Actually, we've been in a few hotels today because Brian drove to the wrong hotel. And then we couldn't get reservations anywhere. And then we found this place. And we got separate rooms, which is dope. We got a hotel. Brian's out getting drinks right now. This is probably going to be a shorter stream than the previous few. Just because I'm exhausted. I've been awake since noon yesterday. That might be stretching it. Like 3 p.m. yesterday. A little bit more accurate. Brian didn't get much sleep, but I didn't get any. And we're gonna ambush him, CTMZ style, when he comes back. Check that shit out. You guys are on the forefront. That's what's up. So, we found this place. We did get our last piece of luggage, right? If you guys remember, if you saw the stream earlier, our red case did not get on our original flight. It got on the next flight out, which landed at 12:55 local time. You can calculate that for your own time. And so we just got back from the airport. We went and got food. We found the hotel. And then we drove to the airport. I ran in, picked it up. Spoke to a very nice lady who we had spoken to previously. I'm not that tall. Hold on. We spoke to a very nice lady at Oversized Luggage. And she was like, "Hey, I remember you. You were looking for that black one, right?" And I was like, "No, we got the black one. We needed the red one. It's right here on the ground. I'm going to take it. Goodbye." And we did that. Yeah. Oh. Almost. So now we're... For Brian, I'm probably going to catch up on some dope-ass Giant Bomb E3 coverage in a minute, and then I'm going to catch some Z's. I'm going to get so much sleep, guys. From what I gather, our show 2 or 3 a.m., so we got some time to kill. I'm probably going to get more sleep here than I've been getting at Brian's place, so that'll be fun. Although, I'm making my complete transformation into...
Yo.
CTMZ style.
What? Time for a party. Oh, happening. Here, I got you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go, bud.
I hold the power.
Oh, yeah.
Brian's back. So they wanted me to discuss a thing that I remembered while you were out grabbing the car.
Yeah.
I remember the last time I was here. And that was when you left me at luggage claim for an episode of Night Attack.
Wait, what?
Where you were just like, "Hey, so I'm gonna go shoot this episode of Night Attack. I'll be back."
Wait, did that happen and you hung out at baggage claim?
Yes.
God, I'm an asshole. When and where did I go?
You're like, "Oh, there's a fan who lives like a couple miles away."
Is that here?
Yes. It was 100% absolutely in Baltimore.
Man, I don't know where I was.
Because that's like the only context that I remember that terminal from. It's just like hanging out there at 11 p.m. just like with the guards chilling. Charles Rubach says, "Feel bad, Brian."
I mean, look, that happens all the time. I always feel, but that's my secret, is I always feel bad. Man, but what's disturbing to me is I don't remember where it is I went. Like, I mean, I totally believe that, and that sounds right.
I don't even remember what episode it was.
I mean, and it was Night Attack?
Oh, it must have been NSFW.
It would have been NSFW,
because
right?
it was 2013.
Yeah, okay. And,
let's get Leon on the case. Where's he at? He'd be like, oh, of course, it was this episode on this night.
I want to say, no. And you're certain it was Baltimore, because you also saw Baltimore 2 years ago when we had the same gig.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that changes anything.
No.
Oh, shit. I think I do remember it. Fuck. Yeah, no, I do remember it now. I remember the guy's place and nothing else. I remember he came and picked me up though, right?
Maybe.
And then, doggone it. Damn it. I wish I could even describe the place for you, but I can't. I want to say that I had both Frame Rate and NSFW.
That sounds about right.
Back to back, and it was at some dude's apartment. Man, you're 100% right. Why can't I remember this guy's name? He was just a rando fan. I mean, he's not a random fan. He's a delightful person and a member of our extended virtual family. I guess look at the last year of NSFWs.
Because, I was definitely sitting there with all the luggage, just going like, this seems familiar.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I remember this space,
I remember
this
Larry.
layout.
Oh, Larry, it's me. Remember, I'm Brandt.
And then I was looking at the drop-off zone, and I guess most of those look pretty similar, but I was like, oh yeah, I remember sitting out here waiting. It was kind of nice outside, but it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I remember it was like down to the wire. It was like I needed somebody who was like close to the airport. Man.
Because I think at some point you're even thinking about like phoning it in with your phone. Yeah. And then somebody was like, hey, you could just come over to my place.
Yeah. And you swooped over and picked me up. And it was real close. Man, how cool is it that we don't have to get bossed around by someone else's schedule anymore?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
I'm doing the opposite effect to you. Earlier I had it way down low and I was like, I'm a giant. And then now you're like,
I'm tiny. I'm
very
like,
small
I'm a little baby. Wah. Definitely still wearing the same shirt from last night. Keen-eyed observers will realize.
Ooh. See, I changed shirts, but nobody really saw me.
Not
my
this
shirt
guy.
From yesterday.
Not this guy. I want to punish everyone around me at all times.
Called it.
Yeah. All right, so we gotta be there. I told him we'd show up around 10. Let me check the schedule they sent me in.
Sure.
I mean, if the schedule says we're supposed to. Oh, hold on. Important shit happening.
Get those resources.
Yeah, 93% happiness. I just want to point out.
Nice.
That's quite a recovery from.
It's a good improvement.
Where my pregnant women are doing their sit-ups and getting very strong.
I'm just gonna say, my disaster vault went from an average of about 10% to like 95%.
I believe you.
Because I'm the best.
Brent's the best. Brent's the best. Brent's the best. Sitting on the plane, grabbing all them bags. Sitting in hotels, watching Penn State Sags. Oh, wait, singing Alley Spags. Man. Part of me is excited that you can just keep scrolling down.
Yeah, but like, look at all that room to expand.
But part of me gets sad when it stops. I was like, is that all? That's the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
There's a...
And those rocks get expensive down there, too.
I know, man. What's up? What is it with these rocks being so expensive, yo?
It's like Austin real estate.
Oh, hey-o.
Topical. If you browse the Austin subreddit.
I'm gonna put a bunch of dudes and chicks in a room. They're gonna get laid real soon.
Yeah, so I need to review stage directions at some point. I did kind of look it over when I was waiting.
Do you want me to walk through it all?
Sure.
Here, let's play a fun game.
Okay.
Sleeping pill and starts describing the show. And when it becomes incoherent, it's time for him to lay down and go to bed.
Sounds like just another whatever today is. Wednesday. It's Wednesday because Scam School releases today.
Hey, did you feel good about the final release of that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that worked out.
Okay, so it begins with a horrifically outdated intro video.
Right, yes. And that's the best time because then I'm like, hey, there's Film Riot, and I'm just watching Film Riot.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I didn't even mean that. Like, I like the Film Riot shit, but it's like, you realize the most recent image in the entire opening clip for Here's Brian Brushwood.
Right, like the super cut promo.
Yeah, is from 6 years ago from an episode of Scam School, and it lasts less than a second.
Nice.
And so that happens, and I walk out, and I do the fire eating. When the fire eating ends, I'm going to screw the cap back on. I'll set the stuff down. You're going to walk out, grab the stool for the fire eating.
Yes.
Take it off stage.
Okay.
And then immediately turn around and walk back on stage. Because by then I will have someone have selected a nail for the board.
Right,
and I'll
yes.
be handing it backwards.
You'll hold it
and
back.
It's like,
And I'll grab that and take
in
it off.
my fantasy, I'm always like, I don't even look like a boss. I just let it go, and I know you'll catch it.
Right.
But I don't dare do that because there's a big chance for me to look like a chum
Mm-hmm.
and an asshole.
I mean, you run that risk anyway, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, welcome to your life, Brian. Okay, so that happens, and then the third, if we do Crazy Straw, which I don't think we will, then it would be then.
Oh man, Crazy Straw is always the biggest pain to clean up.
Well, it's just a big pain of everything. It's a pain to set up. It's a pain to do. It's not a pain to do, but I mean, it does get a good response. And then
you should just start showing a video clip of that. You're like, hey, check out this awesome thing I did once.
I should do that for the whole show, really. Then I don't have to do jack shit.
Although, as a quick aside, whenever we get a puppy of some sort, like you talked about doing like a really slick like fire eating video or whatever. Like that's a good space to do that kind of stuff.
Like, to be honest, okay, so here's the latest puppy plan. Is
hot exclusives. Boom.
The latest puppy plan is to buy some acreage down the street from my parents' place. You've been out to my parents' place, right?
Once, I believe.
Yeah. So you know how it's all those country roads and stuff, and it's all very rural. The new plan is to buy it and explain that the plan is to build a house and a workshop side by side, so that I can work from home. And we'll just build the workshop first. And the workshop, what I'd like to do is have it be a 3-story tall tower where it's like warehouse level, studio level, tiny office level, and then on the roof, like an observation deck, so we can see downtown Austin from where we are.
That'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That shit would be fucking awesome. And then,
and then you got to dig down, and you got to get your power plant.
Well,
and
yeah,
then
exactly.
You
I've got the rest of it's all mapped out on this. right here.
That explains why there's so many kids running around.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone's always pregnant all the time. There you go. It'll look like that, but inverse like that. So, so the goal is, we'll start building that, and then eventually, I mean, to be honest, if we, like, one of the things I love most about the house is the view that we have, having all that, hilltop views. and having the badass internet. But if we're able to get decent 300 megabit Time Warner or something, I mean, it won't be fun, but I could drop back down to that as long as we got enough bandwidth to live stream from.
And as long as it's like reliable, because I think there's a point of negligible returns where it's just like, yeah, like that's a lot less than what you currently have, but really, do you use all of that?
I mean, I'm surprised to hear myself saying that, but yeah, I mean, it's rad to be able to upload giant files super fast, but I don't know.
But at that limit, like, you're more bottlenecked from what places can receive those files than what you can push those files.
Exactly. So at any rate, that's the question, is whether or not we get past deed restrictions and all that stuff. And yeah. But I'll tell you what, like at a bare minimum, I was talking to Dad, and he seemed to feel like we could build an exact copy of that firehouse that we liked for $70,000 or $80,000. And then finish it out for another $20,000 or whatever. And it's like, well, shit, dude, that dude was asking $400,000 total.
It's a lot of money.
And it's like, this is a comparably close location, comparably close to downtown, and with known internet and all that shit. And it's like, well, fuck it, let's just buy that land and throw this shit on there.
I see you asked if there will be a pole.
Yeah, dude, if we're building it, we'll build a fucking pole. For sure.
I feel like, well, yeah.
What?
I guess if we're building it, like, we could even make downstairs air conditioned.
Yeah.
We don't have to make that a furnace for John.
Yeah.
Which means that a pole is not the most unreasonable thing. Otherwise, I was like, you could just put a pole outside.
That's what I was thinking, right? From the observation deck, go 3 stories down, like, oh!
Zip line.
That thing would be deadly. It'd be trouble.
Hell yeah.
But that's definitely...
we live deadly. Put a hang glider up there.
Yeah.
Go Far Cry on.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Then we'll go hunt spirit animals and make pelts and bags with bandoliers, and it'll be badass.
So,
crazy straw if we do it.
We do.
And then we go to the skewer through tongue. Skewer through tongue.
Okay.
I will set over one of the stools with the thing on it to stage right, and I'll do my thing there. And then you'll wait until the exact moment that the end frame comes up, and it goes do 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 do. You'll walk out with
cleaning solution.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, I didn't put any OxyClean in the bin, so I spaced on OxyClean. That's on me. Anyway, so
is there any, or is
no, like the whole container's not in there now, so we'll have to figure out something for that. And then I'll swish and spit, and then you only don't move the chair itself, but you'll grab the box of everything and take it off.
Right.
And remember that I'll look to you, I'll wipe my face, and I'll look over at you, and if there's any spots, then just point, and I'll be like, oh, okay, good. And then
then I go backstage and I clean the scissors.
Yeah, that's right.
And the skewer.
The skewer, right. And then so then I take the stool, I'll put it center stage, we'll go into simpatico. There's nothing for you to do in simpatico, except for when simpatico's over, you may want to get some help to what's that?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll move the easels back, but as soon as simpatico ends, you're gonna bring out the table for the skewer.
Gotcha.
And during that time, there's a little bit of fussing, and I mean, I'll move the 2 easels back, and you remember how to position everything on the table for that?
For the knife trick?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay. Well, so if the audience is over here, stage is right here.
Right. Yeah.
You kind of have this slightly off center. You'd have the table here, kind of overhanging on the sides.
Okay.
And when you bring it out, what you want to do is set the knife on there, and then put the cups over the apple so that the apple can't roll off.
Right. Yeah.
So you take everything out, set it down, and then just set do. So it should be cups, apple, knife,
and knife has the little bit on the right side.
Correct. Like I could reach over with if I reach over with my right hand, the pinky should hit the flip, so I can do the switch with it.
Gotcha.
Man, it is amazing how much those little tiny bits of detail matter for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and then we go into
Wait,
once that ends.
Is there a specific order in which the things need to be laid out for that knife trick? Like once I get the table set up and everything, with the knife, apple, and cups, is there like a space or order that I need to put them in?
Yeah. You'll want to do knife closest, apple second, and then cups there.
Okay.
So basically,
I'm pretty sure I have a diagram of that drawn out in my notes. But...
Yeah. And so when that's over, again, same thing. The knife will be in the turntable. So what you want to do is take the one remaining cup, set it on top of over the knife again, so you don't accidentally stab something while you're moving it.
Okay.
And then, or I guess you could take it out and put it down, but basically pull everything off and then clean up the bits of.
Yeah, run out there and grab all the bits of cup.
Yeah, and then we go into book test, and then book test is fairly self-contained. You'll just need to after book test, I go into nail in the eye. So there will already be a chair out for whoever the volunteer is. Oh no, it'll be the tall chair. So you'll want to move the tall chair to the center, and then these are the two off-stage chairs that you're going to put out and set one on each side. So it's a little semicircle with me and the two people for story time, and then we'll do nail in the eye, and also you want to take the chair that has the nail and eye stuff on it and push it within reach.
Right, like right behind you, on your right hand side.
And then once that's over, I step forward and I'm like, hey, clap for these people, and then they head out. So you'll move the nail in the eye chair back. You'll do you'll take the other two chairs off, and then and again you'll leave that stool in the middle. Then we go into Mr. Happy Pants, which I'll remind you of how to fold up the shirt for that. Mr. Happy Pants is over, and then we'll do the toy commercial briefly. Although, man, that toy commercial doesn't even. Show needs a facelift because I don't look like that guy anymore. So then after that, we'll wrap up with Straight Jacket. So that should be 55 minutes or so.
Okay.
And I didn't bring any merch this time.
Cool.
So nothing to worry about for that. It always, I don't know, selling merch at graduation night events is always kind of sideways anyway, because it's like they're there to have a good time and get free loot.
High school, I presume?
Yeah. I mean, not anymore. Now they're all college kids. Oh, hell. Who all's watching us right now?
Charles Rubach and 4 other people.
That's good enough for me.
Who else is in here? I know there are a couple chat around people.
Charles Rubach, how do you like the Pebble Time? Should I be excited? No, and pro tip, I have an Apple Watch and yet am wearing the Pebble Watch.
So he's a little behind. He's like, me! I'm here!
That's good enough for me, man.
Brustleberry?
Oh yeah, Brustleberry is the one who did the Melodica Night Attack theme.
Oh, I'm not even sure if I've heard that.
Oh yeah, no, it's golden. Let me see if I can find it.
Charles says tons of improvements.
Does the color matter that much? And I guess he's probably using all the cool voice features on there.
He says super light, slim, sexy.
Nice. All right, just did a search for Melodica in my inbox.
Is this relatively new, or is this from?
I think it was last month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably missed that then.
It was pretty fun because I played it. Yeah, it's I think I in the previous episode had talked about how much I love Melodica, playing playthroughs of stuff, and then and we also had the Game of Thrones on a theremin that we played that, and it was like awesomely bad. And I was saying I wanted a song with Melodica and theremin. Oh, here we go.
And Charles says color is cool and voice is spot on.
Oh, great.
Inside is a little dim.
Wait, what's a little bit?
Something was kind of dim. I don't remember. He said it a while back. Pretty good.
What was awesome is I played it before the show, and it was clear that Justin had no idea. He's like, "The fuck is this?" And then I was like, "Don't worry about it, don't worry." And I stopped it immediately. And then, and it wasn't until the end that I started playing it in the context. He goes, "Oh, you motherfucker!" It was amazing, dude.
Charles says, the Misfit app is spot on with my dedicated Garmin pedometer. I've ditched my Garmin.
Oh, take that, Garmin.
And he says it's dim indoors.
It's dim?
Yes, indoors.
Huh. I mean, I guess this is dimmer than the old one?
I don't know, we'll have to find out.
I like the way you looked out and it's like, well, he's going to answer here shortly.
Yeah. I feel bad. I haven't talked to Mike in a little while. I kept telling him he needs to do some video stuff.
You have heard the debate rage here between Anthony and myself.
Sorry.
Is that we have concerns?
Yeah.
I'm quite a ways back because I do the show write-ups on the wiki and haven't had time to do show write-ups lately.
Oh shit, son.
He says dimmer than the original one.
Really? That sucks. I'm rather a fan of the brightness of... Wait, dimmer than that? That's pretty dim.
I was seeing something. I don't remember. Oh, Hawaii Jeff. That's what Charles says.
All my ladies is pregnant. Now let's get them back to work.
A dim smartwatch? Says other Mac. Charles says, I got used to it. Still great in the sun.
Yeah.
Pre-order one.
I did. I got the Pebble Time Steel.
He did. He got the Pebble Time Steel.
Do you have it facing forward or backward?
I've been facing forward almost the entire time.
Right on.
But I flipped around for that little moment. That little ditty. That hot number.
That moment you realize there's a girl that ain't pregnant. And that you could force her to get pregnant by dragging her back to your cave.
100% drugs.
Yeah, okay, can we talk about that?
What?
It's David Rowan's idea, but I'm in love with it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even piece that together.
I want drugs to be the new cool. Where it's like, instead of saying, somebody gives you, like, walks in with a badass outfit, you're like, man, dude, that shirt's fucking drugs. Or it's like, somebody drops a dope freestyle, you're like, man, that shit's drugs. This shit's drugs as fuck.
It's pretty drugs.
And it's like, the reason I know it's good is because Bonnie was really annoyed and horrified when I explained it to her. And so I was like, damn, I'm straight.
I was saying it because Bryce had a Periscope last night, and he was like unboxing some stuff. It was great. He had a little figure that he had ordered.
Yeah.
And he realized as he was opening it that he was streaming it out right after he was talking to us about, we were talking about amiibos and stuff, and how he's like, no, I'm not the guy who always gets the little things, and then he unboxed it.
And then, yeah.
But then, like, there are all these little packages and stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's drugs. 100% drugs.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So you didn't even mean it as the word cool. You just
No.
meant, like there were actual narcotics in there.
Yes.
Dude, see, first we got to make drugs the new word for cool, and then we got to upgrade it. Like drugs is so cliche. It's like, man, that's narco as fuck.
That's some cyber future talk.
Fucking straight up narco.
We're gonna be saying that in Neo Austin.
All right, listen up, girl. I got this one chick that won't leave the fucking room. You ever had that?
No.
Like I can move anyone else. Like this guy, I can move anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy or girl, I can move anywhere. But this one pregnant chick,
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Oh yeah, I did have that problem on one person once for a little while.
Was it pregnant?
I think actually might have been.
Oh shit! Guess who's getting busy?
I'm not totally sure. But I think whenever I just closed it down and restarted it, it worked fine.
Yeah, I guess that's what disturbs me is I have restarted it and it still don't work none. I ain't having that.
Yeah. I had another idea and I lost it.
Oh.
Another other mag says, is it the fucking room or the fucking room?
Oh, it's got to be the fucking room.
Alright, there you go. Definitive answers.
Oh, goddamn. We got rad roaches all over this bitch.
Yo, them roaches rad.
I mean, they're not that great. I don't know why people call them rad roaches. Jesus, they're spreading like crazy, too.
They're gonna kill all your people.
No.
You're gonna lose them all.
No. I would like that not to be the case.
You're only gonna be left with the children.
No. I don't want to get accused.
In the land of the roaches, the child king reigns roach.
Okay. All right. We're on the same page then.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. These pregnant women. And meanwhile, this motherfucker's up there smiling, hitting on his pregnant lady. She's already got a baby in her. Fucking get out there and kill some roaches.
Already got a baby in him.
That's the rule. You got a baby in you, you don't get to go on a fucking date.
You gotta get to work.
Dating's for the fucking virgins. God damn it. I want these motherfucking roaches out of my motherfucking vault.
By the way, Periscope, if you are a Vessel subscriber member thing, Scam School's going up tonight that I edited this morning, last night,
Why are you still awake?
because I do what I want.
I mean, that's fair enough.
I got time, dog. If I go to sleep now, and although we are running on lesser time.
How long do you usually sleep for?
Depends on the day. Depends on what I need. If it's cloudy outside, I'll sleep for like 14 hours. If it's not, I'll sleep for like 7.
Wow.
If I'm left to my own devices, I'll sleep for 10-ish. But I can get by on 5. I don't know.
You're better man than I, sir.
I kind of just go with what my schedule dictates. So there aren't many opportunities for me to just go, this is my natural, this is what my body likes to sleep for.
You're like, I don't know what that number is.
Yeah.
Failed. Fuck you. Better be a fire. Yeah. Fires are easy.
Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna close this down, watch a little bit of Giant Bomb, go to sleep.
Hey man, thanks gang for
Go to
hanging
sleep.
with us. So super excited.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I totally picked up this computer for the purpose of finding out what time to show.
Oh, that'd be a good thing to know.
So let me double check.
If I have good connection at the like behind the scenes, yo, check it out.
No, that's perfect.
although I'll probably do that in between, like after things are set up, but before the show started. Because once it starts, like I want to be like 100% focused on my list of like procedure. And then before then, I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, this goes here. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I like that. It doesn't happen that often anymore.
I know. Us doing this?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Catch you later. Bye.
You got it.
Later. Later. And maybe I'll have these archived somewhere on YouTube. I'll tweet at you. Bye.